Kohli of the BJP is also joining us. Mr. Kohli, your first reaction to Sunita Kejriwal's latest address, which is coming in, if I'm not wrong, the fourth one from a non-Aam Aadmi Party leader, if I may add. Sunita Kejriwal more or less says that the continued governance of Delhi from Tihar jail is going to happen.
Well, I mean, basically the Aam Aadmi Party is speaking, and different people are speaking on behalf of Mr. Kejriwal, but not addressing the core issue, which is how and why was the decision taken to benefit a few private entities by removing the old liquor policy and excise policy and coming up with a new one in which the procedure was not followed. That's the sum and substance of it. Barring except for, basically they are not answering any of this. They are speaking on everything else, coming up with letters, talking about staying in power, etc. How does that change anything with regard to the investigation? There is an investigation by the Enforcement Directorate. There are two ministers who are in jail. So far, they haven't got bail. So somewhere or the other, Mr. Kejriwal and those who are close to him will have to answer the question straight. They can't constantly hope to digress from the issue or divert the issue.
Kohli, they keep reiterating that Kejriwal's family is the whole of Delhi. The entire Delhi stands by Mr. Kejriwal.
That is okay. They can believe what they want. Somebody may believe that they are so-and-so. Another may believe that the whole world is with you. The fact of the matter is this is not an investigation on the alleged family of Mr. Kejriwal. This is an investigation in the liquor scam, the excise scam, of which Mr. Kejriwal is the chief minister. It is his government which took the decision. It is his government whose ministers implemented that decision. So after all, Mr. Kejriwal is the chief minister, and as Mr. Kejriwal is the supremo of the Aam Aadmi Party, has to answer on these allegations.
But we'll have to wait and see what happens from. But Mr. Nalin Kohli, if you look at the visuals, I wonder if you've seen the video address which has been given out by Sunita Kejriwal. There was always a picture of Bhagat Singh right behind her. Now there's a picture of Kejriwal also behind her. I believe they're making a wall of martyrs in a way.
That is something that you will really have to ask Sunita Kejriwal ji. But the fact of the matter is, because she's addressing the press so often, one is wondering whether Mr. Kejriwal is now making Mr. Lalu Prasad Yadav and his politics as his model. Because we all know that Lalu Prasad ji, when he was convicted or when he was arrested prior to conviction, then he installed Rabdi Devi ji as the chief minister. So one is wondering, because one sees in the news report these kind of things coming.
But optics matter, Mr. Nalin Kohli, and this is time of politics. Do you think they may just capitalize on the victim card? After all, politics is about perception right ahead of the elections.
They are entitled to do what they want. As far as the BJP is concerned, our stand is clear. We have a government under Prime Minister Modi, which for 10 years has performed, taken India to a new level. People in India are benefiting from the schemes. So therefore, our agenda is a positive agenda. This is a fight against corruption. Anyone who has played a role in corruption has to answer for it.
Well, thank you so much, Mr. Nalin Kohli, for joining us here on Times Now. Anyone who has indulged in corruption must pay. But look at these visuals. We're also going to play out one of the older sound bites of Sunita Kejriwal, one of the earlier addresses of Sunita Kejriwal. Remember, on that wall right behind her, there always used to be a portrait of Bhagat Singh and of Ambedkar. But this is the first time, and if I'm not mistaken, this is the fourth public address which has been made by Sunita Kejriwal. And on the wall, right between Bhagat Singh and Ambedkar, you have the picture of Arvind Kejriwal, and it does look like he's behind bars in this photograph. We'll have to wait and see if that's a glare. Not very clear about that, but let me go across to Tejshri. Tejshri, the symbolism of this frame of Sunita Kejriwal, Bhagat Singh, Arvind Kejriwal and B.R. Ambedkar on that wall behind her is very symbolic. Whether the BJP likes it or not, it may just help them get that and play that sympathy card.
Certainly, yes. That's what the message that Aam Aadmi Party is trying to send. In fact, from the very first day, since Arvind Kejriwal went to Enforcement Directorate custody, since that day, Sunita Kejriwal has been addressing the press conference or talking to media from that particular place only, from where Kejriwal has been addressing the press conferences or talking to media. So that message was very much clear that if Arvind Kejriwal is not on the seat, it will be Sunita Kejriwal. Now, this posters thing that Aam Aadmi Party has been trying to push, certainly this is is not for the first time. Wherever it is a public rally, wherever it is a public address, or in fact, remember that India Bloc rally, in that particular rally at Ram Maidan also, all the posters were put of Arvind Kejriwal, that was behind the bar. And also on that main podium, in fact, Times Now had shown that how this particular poster was installed at that podium. And in fact, there were other parties also of India Bloc who were disappointed that why this poster has been installed at the main podium from where all the senior leaders will be talking. So then that poster was removed. So since that particular day, this Aam Aadmi Party has been using this particular poster, as you can say, as their campaign poster, so as to send the message and also play a victim card, is what the BJP is saying, and sending a strong message that even though Kejriwal is in jail, he is the main leader, he is the face of the party, and he will remain the one to take the key decision no matter what. Even if he's behind the bars, he will be running the government. That's the message from the side of Aam Aadmi Party.